Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I'm going to make like a mini series on the channel showing you the full first fix on this job right through to second fix. So there's 5 bathrooms on this. I'll just quickly show you in here. No spoilers really, but I'm just finishing off the second fix now, but I have filmed all the first fix on this job as well. So yeah, there's 5 bathrooms. I'm only doing the hot and colds. Somebody else is doing the heating and all the underfloor. So yeah, that's what's going to be in this series, right from the first fix right through to the second fix. So yeah, if you do enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button and we'll catch you straight on the first fix. I'm on this job today. I'm probably not going to get too much footage because it's just speed fit pipe going in, but I'm just first fixing this barn, well, like a barn type thing. These are all attic trusses, so I'm having to run along and go across because I can't drill these trusses on here. So I've got a bath. I'm going to have to chop them in. We've got a bath tap going on that wall, sort of built in the wall down there, like a freestanding roll top bath. Still got to get waste pipes and stuff across here from that drain. So we've got a bath, we've got a shower tray, and then we've got a toilet and basin unit going there. So shower, I'll have to chop in the wall down here. As I say, bath chopping the wall down there. And then on the back side of that, we've got I think that one's just a cloakroom actually. I have to double check that. But all I'm doing so far is I've just ran 22 across. It's just going to be 15 mil across from that point there, and we'll clip it along there. We'll have to lag all this lot. Cylinders just on the other side, and then we've sort of got a mirror image on the other side. There's like another shower room, and then upstairs there's a couple of bathrooms. So yeah, that's today's job. Just literally just clipping pipe in, trying to keep everything as straight as possible. It's not easy with speed fit, to be fair. But it looks okay. It'll look fine when it's all lagged up. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and then tomorrow I'll have a look at getting the waste and stuff in and some pipes chopped down. But I just want to get the crux of the runs and stuff like that put in so you can start to see where we've been. So this is on the back side of the other room. We've just got a shower valve going in this stud work here, full length shower tray, and we've got to get a waste again across from there. And then we've got, I can't remember what he said, we've just got toilet and basin. We've just got to chop some pipes in down here across, and then I think the basin unit's sort of going over there, and then the toilet there. So this end shouldn't be too bad. Well, none of it will be too bad, to be honest with you. We'll just try and get done what we can. I'm just using space off clips just so we can get some nice thick lagging on the pipes. With the cylinder being central on this one, we're not having to run a secondary return loop in. It's actually having a heat pump in, but I'm not fitting the heat pump, it's another contractor. What I've heard in the past is, I'm not an expert on heat pumps or anything like that, but the secondaries can sap away the energy from the heat pump, so the heat pump cuts in more. So the fairly short runs for the hot and colds, because the cylinder's in the middle of the house downstairs, and then we're literally splitting both ways for sort of, we've got like an ensuite here and then another ensuite, and then we've got the same again sort of that side. So we're only looking, what's this, I've used 2 lengths down there, so it's going to be about 7 or 8 meters across to these outlets, so it's not too bad. So the cylinder is just at the end of my pipes down there, so this is just 2 lengths of speed fit straight across there, clipped in, and then we'll drop down T. There's a bathroom upstairs over there, and then we've got the same again that side through there. So yeah, it's not too bad. So I've got all my pipes brought back to this point here. I've not put these T's in yet because I need to run along with these attic trusses because I can't drill these trusses. The cylinder and everything's going down there. So this is main bathroom. We've got a shower. We've got to bring some hot and colds under the bath for there, and then basin. So I just go around, get everything drilled through where we need to be, and then we've got this ensuite as well, but it's not as bad in here because these are posi joists, so we can pretty much run where we want. So again, we've got units going along here, so I just need hot and colds up into here, hot and colds in for the shower valve, and hot and colds in for the bath. We'll get all them drilled. Been round and drilled everything where we need to be for our hot and colds. What I need to do now is we'll bring 15 across. We'll branch onto them 22s down there, just bring 15 across for the shower up, and then we'll bring 15 copper out. They're just having bar mixer showers on there, so we need to work out the centres. We've got all the trays and everything on site. These hot and colds for the bath, we'll bring 22 along, all the way along for here. So we'll pick up this shower, and then we'll just bring 22 along for that bath over there, and then it'll just be, as I say, we can run where we like in this bit because it's posi joist, so we'll just run along 15 up for the hot and cold for the basin and the toilet, and then it'll just be, because the water main's coming in the kitchen, we'll just take a 22 cold that way and then just a 15 hot for the kitchen and utility sink, which will be ample, and then we'll tee off them off the 22 cold just for 15 and 15 for the basin, and then we'll just bring hot and cold stubs out here somewhere for the vanity unit. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've got to crack on with. So I'm hoping to get most of my pipe runs into there. I don't think I've quite got enough pipe here, but I'll certainly get all the clips on, and yeah, that should be fine then. And we just got to have a look at the waste pipes downstairs. So we'll clip a 22 cold and a 15 hot along here. We've got kitchen sink directly below it, but we'll drop down in the utility room, and the water main, I don't know if you can just see it down there, that blue pipe coming up there. So we'll take a 22 cold down, and there's a water softener going under the sink, our hard water tap. We need one hard water tap on this for water eggs, so we'll just put either the kitchen or the utility one will be the drinking water tap. I don't know if they're going to have one of them three-way taps, but either way, we just need one on the hard water, which will be one of them two, and then we'll just bring a 15 hot, and then it'll just tee down there and we just run behind the units. So yeah, that's fairly simple, and they're all straight runs as well, because we've obviously got all this attic trusses. That'll all be full of insulation as well when they're done. So yeah, not too bad this one. It should be a nice job when it's all done. I'm getting there with it. I'm trying to keep everything as straight as possible. I'm going to leave tees off here on my hot and my cold drop down from my cylinder. I'm just going to leave them there for the time being because I'm not exactly sure where it's going. I think they're going to board this wall out and the cylinder's going to sort of sit here. So I've just taken a 22 cold that way and a 15 hot, which is just feeding the kitchen sink and utility and cloakroom. But yeah, it's just a case of trying to keep everything as straight as possible. It's not easy with speed fit because it goes, well, as you know, it goes wherever it likes, but just put some noggins in, clip it really well, and then I'm going to lag all this lot up. It's looking okay. That was the soil pipe I did last time. What they do is build up like a lighting pelmet all the way around this room, so there's downlights going in and everything, so it should look quite nice. It's all the way around. So yeah, that's how they've done it. There was no way we could get that soil pipe through them joists. So I'm clipping every joist on these ones because it's 15mm, and all that's going to do is go to the end of them clips there and then swing into this downstairs cloakroom. So I've come along, cylinder room's over there, but come along 22, drop down onto them, drop down there, and then just swing them across here. So I've just got my last row of clips to put on there, and we can get all this pipe put in then. I like to get all my clips and everything done first because it helps to hold everything straight. It's just how I do it. So I've got this end all done now, all shelled out. I've actually just noticed I made a slight mistake with that. I need to put them on the back side of that joist, or on the side of that truss, because I can't drill them. I'll be dropping straight down here from my bath tap, so it's just a minor thing. I just have to pull them pipes back out, swing them tees across a little bit. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Just working out where my bath tap's going to go. We've got wall hung bath taps. They're just 150 centre ones, so they're nice and easy to change if they ever go wrong. So we need to get two pipes clipped down here. I'll bring copper down the wall, hair felt lagging, but I've got my wall chaser with the dust extraction as well, so there shouldn't be any dust. I will wear a mask and goggles and everything, but the hoover connects onto that, and then we'll just run a chase for two 15mm pipes up the wall, so it just kills all the dust and stuff. So yeah, we're going to go around and do all the chasing basically. So I'm going to get the bath taps done. I'm going to get these shower ones dropped down here as well, so we've got two 15mm ones dropping down across for the basin. I've just ran the waste pipes in as well. So yeah, and then we'll just get one room done at a time. I've moved them hot and cold onto the back side of that, so we're not drilling that truss. I don't know if you can just see them up there now. So yeah, two 15s drop down here, two 15s drop down there, and yeah, the job will start to come together then. This is day 2 on this one. So yesterday we got all the pipe work and that ran in, and today we'll get all the chasing and all the drops done with a bit of luck. With these you've got 2 blades. That'll be enough for us to sink our 1/2 inch pipe into 15mm pipe. I'm only going to go about 10-15mm down because the dot and dab will get over a certain amount anyway. You can adjust that to go deeper or shallower if you need to, and then dust extraction off the back. Tell you what, that wall chaser makes life so much easier. No dust, no crap. We've got a little bit of cleaning up to do at the bottom, but the hoovers took 95% of the muck when I was doing the chasing. So I'm not going too deep on this. That'll be enough just for my pipe to sit back a little bit so they can dot and dab over the top then. When I'm setting the shower valves up, I'm aiming to get my shower centre 1200 to the valve. So that's from the finished floor, so we want to be there somewhere. But on this one, we need to chop all the way down for the hot and cold for the basin. So we'll put T's out here, and then we'll drop down. But we'll take a picture so we know when we fit the shower screen not to hit the basin pipes. We can't drop them anywhere else in this room because we've got the winger up there. So I'll get the chasing done in this one. As I say, they'll drop down across, and then we'll stub out for the hot and cold for the basin, and then for the cold for the toilet. Should that miss that joist? Yeah, it should do. I've got hot and colds up there ready to go. So that's centre, and then we'll come 150 either, 75 either side. We have to get these absolutely bang on, otherwise when we come to second fix, we'll be in bother. I think it's actually easier going up with the machine rather than down. It don't kick as much, and it tends to get the line a little bit straighter, but at least there's no dust. If you did this with an angle grinder, you wouldn't be able to see across the room. But that sucks all the dust and muck and crap out the air and out your lungs, hopefully. I've still got a mask on as well, but there's pretty much dust free. I know what people are saying, should have ear defenders on as well, and you're right. I'll go and get some out of the van for the next one. You know, with me and my health and safety, at least there's no dust. At least I'm not killing my lungs as well as my ears. I'm all worried about dust. Silicosis and all that. So that's got that all swept out, so I can start to run my hot and colds down now. That's the worst bit really, chasing. I think I've got 1, 2, I've got 3 more sets to do. It's not too bad, but with that wall chaser, it just makes life so much easier, so much cleaner and neater. So yeah, we'll start to get some copper pipes in now. The good fun bit. Right, what I'm going to do with this, solder a T in there, but we're going to slide some lagging up first, and then we'll do a square bend at the bottom. This one's the cold, so it's picking up off that cold pipe there. Square bend, nib out for the basin, and then nib out for the toilet, and then the hot will go across. Ideally, I would have kept hot on the top, but it's just the way it's falling. I don't want to cross my pipes over, but I'm going to lag them anyway with some, I've got some of this sheep's wool stuff, so that protects it in the wall, and it will insulate the pipe a little bit as well, so it's not going to pick up too much temperature on that last little bit. I've kept them well away from each other, and as I say, I can't see that really being an issue.
What's happened to your bender?
So it's a 2-piece one now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Supposed to be like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, yeah. Just get a couple tacked in, just so my pipe don't move, and then we can solder a T on there. As you can see, the copper's back behind the wall. It's just the insulation that sticks forward, but by the time they get the dot and dab on there, it'll come out, you know, a good 15mm anyway. I just didn't want the pipe too far forward, so that's why I've chased them in. So yeah, I'll solder a T on there, square the bend at the bottom, and then we'll nib out there. But what I'll try and do is wrap all the pipe first, and then just solder the T, and then we'll just have to try and get a little bit of tape or something on there, just helps keep everything protected. We've got about a metre. It's at the centre of our bend. So these are going in units anyway. They don't have to be too accurate. I'd like them somewhere in the ballpark. I'm looking at the meter line. As I say, the only thing we've got to watch on this is when we fix the shower screen, we don't hit that pipe at the bottom, but we'll get a drawing of exactly where it is. So there's no mistakes. Because there's absolutely nothing worse than getting everything done. Last thing, fit the shower screen after it's all tiled, and then you hit the pipe. I've never done it. I'm sure it's been done before. That's terrible. Keep the lagging a bit further back on this one. And then what we'll do is we'll tape over the top. And keep it there somewhere. This is my toilet cold feed, and then we'll put tea there for the basin. So that's sorted. The only thing with these sort of jobs, I do enjoy them, but they're always dark, aren't they? At least it's not winter and it's not cold as well. You never see what you're doing. Mind you, it's probably not a bad thing with my plumbing. They do these clips in 16mm as well to make them easier, but again, they didn't have any of them. These are the 15mm ones that do go over the lot. A bit tighter. Maybe right. Everything always is. The only one critical thing we've got to watch here is the pipes are level and at 150 centres, otherwise we will be snookered. It just takes sometimes a little bit of time just to set things up, but you need to spend the time on this sort of stuff. So you cannot afford to hit even 10mm out, because you ain't going to be able to get over that after very easily. We're spot on level, probably not quite square, we bang 150. We are if anything. It's a touch, it's about 148. See if I can get them over just a wee bit. Not a lot, but they need to be perfect. Got them hot and cold brought down for the basin and install it. We've just got to do the bath behind, and then this one's all done. Right, so I've just clipped them bath pipes up 150 centres level again and lagged them in the wall. So this room's all first fix for us. What I'll probably do is just show you the end result on the rest, because they're all pretty much going to be the same. The one next door we've just got a shower in, and then the cloakroom is just hot and colds dropping down for the basin. So yeah, it's not too bad. The worst bit is shopping in. But they're all, as I say, the plumbing's actually pretty much the same on them all. So yeah, I'll show you the finished result and then we'll wrap the video up. Got on the last bit now on the drops. We've just got a nib out for the kitchen sinks going on this side, and then the water mains behind us with the water softener. So we're going to bring 22 out and then just 15 through into the kitchen sink. So I got a 22, 22, 15T. We will sleeve that through the wall in a second from the other side. It should. I want to keep these fairly tight back because there's washing machines going along here. I've left that back 40 mil, so the dot and dab will be about 25. I want them fairly tight, as I say, because there's washing machines going here, but we can always offset out in front anyway. They're not built-in appliances, so they're just freestanding, so that should be fine. By the time that's dot and dabbed, that'll be fairly tight back to the plasterwork. Let's say I've not a big hole, so I'm just going to sleeve them through from the other side. And we've just got a kitchen sink going in the middle of the window, but we'll clip them on after it's been plastered again. So they're all in and ready for us. We'll go around and get everything capped up. I've just got 1 or 2 connections to make, and then what I'm going to do, that main is live, so I'm just going to connect it onto my cold down there, join it hot and cold together and get everything pressurised up. But yeah, it's just a case of making sure we've got everything connected. I've still got that then to connect in onto my drops and stuff, but majority of the pipework is in now, and then we've just got lagging and testing to do. which is good. Right, so I've been round and dropped everything down. I've clipped everything up really well in the roof. We've just got a bar mixer shower going on this side. So I've set them centre of the tray. I've allowed for dot and dab on that side. They're 150 apart and level. I've clipped every joist on these. I've just tried to keep everything as straight as possible. It's not easy with plastic, as I've probably already said. But yeah, we're ready to fill up. I just need to go and cap everything off. Cap all my pipe ends off. But I'm probably going to end this one there just because it's probably getting quite long. So I'm all done in here as well. So just need to pop some cap ends on these. Some of them I'll put some service valves on so I can drain it back down, but still got all the lagging and bits and bobs to do, but we are getting there, thankfully. So it makes a bit different. It's not doing the heating on this one. Well, I don't mind, I'd have done it, but they're happy using the air source contractor, and I'm happy for them to do everything, because if it doesn't work, I'm not responsible. You've only got one person involved then, do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you fitted the underfloor heating but we've only fitted the heat pump type thing. So it is better just to get one person. And so they're all clipped in really well, as neat as I can. This side, so yeah, they're all done, and all I'm going to do is pressure test it, is get that main and swing it across onto this. I'll leave a valve off here so I can put a gauge in that on, but I'll probably just leave it connected while it's being plastered and everything, and then everything's just full well into it. That's going to be in the next episode. I'll end this one there and then we'll pick it back up next time.